Fine. Hey guys, it's Ryzen here, and I'm releasing the schedule for the 2019 season. Just kind of cycling through it now. So, and for some reason, the Packers open up at the Bears, which is absurd. The Patriots won the Super Bowl last time I checked, but hey, whatever. You want to give them motivation to do well again, I guess that's on you, NFL.
Here, I'm going to get a light. Just plug it in
All right,
here.
go ahead.
Just
I'll
keep
turn
going.
this down more. I really don't need their audio. But yeah, the Bears are gonna annihilate the Packers in that game, I'd imagine. But so the Patriots, they get the first Sunday game at home, of course. It always happens for the Super Bowl champs. They play the Steelers, which is interesting. Usually the Steelers is a late game because it usually matters for seeding, so that's kind of surprising. I'm not really sure why they decided to do that, but they did. Patriots probably win that game, I would imagine.
I think.
They usually beat Pittsburgh to begin with, but especially at home now. Pittsburgh has won a few times against them, but not much. So the Patriots signed, I think, Demaryius Thomas the other day. So we'll see how he does.
Is that better?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Like on the laptop, is that better?
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
No, they're not really cycling it, which is problematic. They already went through the whole thing, and I missed it all.
You gotta look it up.
See if you can look it up. So, yeah, the weird thing was the whole there's the Steelers schedule. They got a week 7 bye, apparently. Steelers schedule looks pretty tough. They got to play Seattle. Wow, they're going to have problems because they start at New England and then go to Seattle. They could start 0-2. Saints got a decent schedule. And they start pretty tough too. Against Houston and then
Here you go.
the Rams. So that's the Patriots' full schedule? All right. So, yeah, they open up against the Steelers at home. That should be probably win that game. Then they go at Miami in week 2.
Didn't they do that a couple of years ago?
Wow. So, I don't know. They'll probably lose that game. They struggle at Miami. I don't know why. They just do. On the plus side, the weather should be, well, no, it probably doesn't matter. It'd probably still be pretty hot knowing that. Knowing Florida, I don't know. The Patriots struggle at Miami. So there's a distinct possibility they'll probably start 1-on-1.
Probably.
1-and-1. I imagine they'll beat the Steelers at home and probably drop to Miami. Then they play the Jets at home. That'll be usually a slaughter, if I had to predict. At Buffalo. It doesn't matter where Buffalo plays. They always cream Buffalo.
Yeah.
Of course, all of this depends on whether or not Brady is still Brady, which he may or may not be. I don't know, but let's just assume he is. And frankly, I don't care if he isn't because the guy deserves to retire as a Patriot no matter what.
Yeah.
And then we got, is that Washington? Yeah, it's Washington. At Washington. Probably win that game too, I would imagine. They should be favored. Then away against the Giants, and the Patriots struggle against the Giants for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, they barely beat them the last time in the regular season.
Having said that, the Giants are significantly worse than they were. I mean, without Beckham.
The only guy they have is...
Well, they got Saquon.
Saquon Barkley.
Barkley is probably the best running back in football, but the Patriots will take him away. And Eli is not the same guy he once was. Then we go to, so if I had to predict right now, I'd say they'll probably drop that Giants game. But they have a habit of pulling it out the last second. Who knows? But At the Jets, probably be down to the wire because for some reason when they go to the Jets, they decide to play like crap.
Yep.
And then pull it out in the last second. They usually win against the Jets, but against the Browns, that's an interesting game because the Browns are actually decent now. I don't think they're great.
So we have 3 Sunday night football games.
Yep.
So that means we must have 5 games total in prime time again.
Yeah, the Eagles have 3 road games in a row.
That's tough.
That sucks. Yeah, the Browns, that should be a fun game, actually.
I'm surprised that's not the opener.
I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But
whatever.
I mean, whatever. At least we'll see. Well, actually, the Steelers don't have Antonio Brown anymore, do they?
Nope.
No, he's gone.
He's with Oakland.
So that's going to mean Juju Smith-Schuster is going to get all the double teams he's going to be taking away. That's going to suck for him. Yeah, but the Browns, they're okay. Potential playoff team, but I doubt it. Let's see. We got at Baltimore.
Go like that.
Okay, at Baltimore. Oh, boy. That's going to be really, really tough because the Patriots struggle at Baltimore.
When was the last time they played there? A while ago?
Oh, they haven't played Baltimore in a while. Not since.
Let alone
in a regular season. I mean,
in a game in general.
They played them in the playoffs on that great Seattle.
That was like what? 2015.
The Seattle year.
That was a long time ago.
That wasn't that long ago.
2015, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's time. But that was in the playoffs too. That wasn't even regular season.
Yeah, I know they haven't played them in the regular season.
Yeah, it's been a while.
For a while. Of course, there's no Joe Flacco anymore, but Lamar Jackson's a pretty damn good quarterback. So very interesting quarterback. But the Patriots will probably take away his running ability, is my guess. He can throw if they let him, but so we'll see what. I'm actually curious to see how much Baltimore will let him open up the playbook this time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Got the bye there after that. Nope. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the schedule, ESPN. Thank you. So it's a decent bye. It's towards the end here. So week 10.
Yeah.
That's when you want your bye.
That's usually when that's good.
That's better than having a week 4 bye. Although the Patriots, for some reason, do really well when they have an early bye.
Yeah, whatever.
Then they go to the Eagles. There's a distinct possibility they drop that game.
Who's the quarter? Oh, it'll be Carson Wentz.
Yep. Although it's after the bye, Patriots tend to not lose after the bye. So Belichick, with 2 weeks of preparing, they probably actually win that game, but they might lose Baltimore. That's weird, though. They're at Baltimore, then the bye, then at Philly. Bizarre.
That is weird.
So they'll have to come back for the bye.
Well, it's all East Coast anyway. Who cares?
I guess.
It's not like they're that far.
Then they play the Cowboys at home.
That'll be interesting. They'll probably when was the last time they played the Cowboys?
I don't know.
That's been a long time, too, I think.
Oh, they played the Giants at home. I think I said at Giants, but it's at home against the Giants. They'll probably win that game then. But who knows? They struggle against the Giants. They had to kick, what was that, 51-yard field goal to win last time?
Yeah, they got lucky.
Cowboys, I don't remember when last time they played the Cowboys.
It's been 4 or 5 years, probably.
Cowboys are pretty damn good. It's another losable game. At the Texans, losable game. However, the Patriots tend to annihilate Houston just historically, but...
What week is Houston that game?
This week looks like 13. 11, 12, 13, yeah. So, Houston probably be a playoff team. That'll be a tough game. It's December. Patriots play their best football in December, so... who knows? Then we got at Arrowhead, at home against
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
That will probably decide the AFC, right?
Yeah, I thought they were playing the Chiefs at Arrowhead lately. Or maybe it's after. Maybe it's next year. It flips.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, because they haven't. This year they're not playing Denver again, if you have noticed. So next year they'll probably play Denver, I would think. I don't know. They haven't played Denver in a couple of years.
Yeah, okay. Well, this says versus Chiefs at home, so the Patriots probably win that game. But I thought for sure it was supposed to flip this year. It must be next year it flips. Because they alternate. It's like 3 or 4 year cycle, I think, before they start
well, see, here's the Ravens schedule. They play us after their bye, but the week before their bye, they play in Seattle. So that's interesting.
Yeah. See, it's at Baltimore. That's going to be tough. So, KC is a losable game. It's a very losable game. KC's arguably the best team in the AFC. Then it looks like at Bengals.
Oh, they'll blow them out.
Probably blow that out. That's a team out.
I don't even know who the quarterback there is. Is it still Andy Dalton, or is he like done?
No, it's not Andy Dalton. I don't think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. The Bengals are terrible. I thought they traded Andy Dalton.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know they fired wasn't he Marvin Lewis, their coach?
Yeah, finally.
So, whatever. Cincinnati sucks.
Yeah,
They're a disaster no matter what
we'll
they do.
beat
They used to make the playoffs every year and then lose the first game. Now they don't even make the playoffs. I mean, they're a disastrous team. I don't know. And then against the Bills in December.
they'll be destroyed.
Weird that it says December 21st/22nd. I guess they haven't picked the day of the game. So at home against the Bills, good luck in December. Good luck to the Bills. And then at home against Miami, good luck to Miami at home in December.
The yearly thrashing.
Yeah, the yearly thrashing of the Dolphins at home. But they usually get us away. So.
Do they have any like back-to-back road games?
Yes. Yeah, they have. Technically, if you count the bye week, you have at Baltimore, bye, at Philly. You have at Buffalo, at Washington.
But who cares? They're all East Coast.
Yeah.
It's not like they're traveling across the country to go play somebody. So.
Well, Washington's done the other side. Aren't
the Redskins?
Yeah.
That's D.C.
Oh, they're in. Are you sure?
Yeah, the Washington Redskins are in D.C. They're not in Washington State.
They're not in Washington? Okay, whatever.
They're the stadium's right outside of D.C.
Yeah, that's right. They're in D.C.
So that schedule does not seem that bad.
So it is East Coast. Yeah, it's not too bad. They play the NFC East, which is – I hate the NFC East. I hate every goddamn team in that division.
Yeah.
They cost us 3 Super Bowls. Goddamn Giants.
It's weird because normally they play the Steelers week 14, but now they're playing the Chiefs instead. Maybe they did that because they think the Steelers are a joke. That's why they moved the Kansas City game towards the end of the season.
Well, yes. What they did is
they like flip-flopped them.
Because Kansas City looks like the best team in the AFC, they now are putting Kansas City at the end. So we'll see, because a lot of teams have a lot more film on Patrick Mahomes. So
they have a really hard schedule.
Will he be as good as he was last year? Probably not. I mean, you're not going to throw 50 touchdowns 2 years in a row. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Will he be very, very good? I'm sure he will be. The other issue is what happens with Tyreek Hill. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see the Rams.
I mean, he may not
Panthers,
necessarily.
Saints, Browns, Bucks.
Yep.
Seahawks.
It's the Rams.
49ers, joke. Falcons, joke. Bengals, joke.
Yeah, Falcons vary.
Bye. Steelers will be, who knows?
They'll probably lose that game at
That's
Pittsburgh.
a hard game. Who God knows?
Bears, they could lose.
Ravens, they could
who
knows?
Lose.
Cardinals is a joke.
Cardinals, they should blow away. Actually, the 49ers should not be a joke.
Because Jimmy will play this year,
back.
right?
Yeah.
See, their schedule's so easy. They play the Jokers all in the
Well, they have
the
their
West.
own division.
But the rest of the teams in their division are jokes.
Well, they're in the same division as.
So they play the Ravens, and then they play us at Cowboys versus Chargers. Miami's got an early bye, week 5.
Right, they were they're not in the same division as the Saints. The Saints are in the different division,
the South,
which is why the Saints got the number 1 seed last year.
Browns versus Eagles. Actually,
I always forget who's in which division.
Bengals.
I lost it for some reason, but it doesn't
all you gotta do is
matter
press
anymore.
the home button. Seriously, that's all you gotta do. That's it.
Whatevs. So that's basically the schedule. I don't know. Doesn't look too bad. I know they got obviously Gronk retired, but they did pick up that tight end there. Who'd they pick up?
Safarian Jenkins.
Safarian Jenkins, yeah, he should be pretty good. They picked up Demaryius Thomas. Greg Schiano was the defensive coordinator for all of 2 seconds, so that was good.
Most people seem to think that Bill will do head coach responsibilities as well as defensive
Probably.
coordinator.
I'm still convinced there's more to that because he gave the generic. He gave the generic Oh, I gotta spend more time with my family, which 99% of the time means there's a scandal coming out that you're trying to avoid.
Oh, the week they play the Browns. So here's a note. So Mike Reese is the reporter
Oh
for
yeah,
the
Antonio
Patriots.
Brown's on the Browns. That's where he went. Yeah, they'll be on short rest, but it's Cleveland. I mean,
even with all the talent in the world, they'll probably still beat them.
I think Cleveland's probably still an 8-win team at best.
It'll be an exciting matchup.
They just, I don't know. They're such a disastrous franchise for some bizarre reason. I mean, I don't know.
I'm just looking to see.
They got Antonio Brown. They show that they have all that talent. The Colts might be good this year.
Here's
Colts play.
Here's their schedule, just for ha-has.
No, that's Ado's team. The Colts, Chargers. They start at the Chargers. They'll probably drop their first game.
Oh, here we go. Quarterbacks facing Tom Brady for the first season.
Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Carson Wentz. Oh yeah, because
Wentz was hurt.
Is that right?
Yeah, Wentz broke his knee. Remember? He blew his knee out when they played him in the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, but they played him. I guess that's correct. Who was the quarterback then when they lost to him?
They're talking about our schedule. Who's Mark Giardi? He must be an NFL reporter. So we've got NFL Network on behind us, but we have it so low because YouTube will copyright us.
Yeah.
Oh, so they play the Giants on
Thursday game. God, I hate those Thursday games.
So stupid.
I hate them because it's hard for us to do the stuff. It's so annoying. The Monday games are annoying too, and so are Sunday night games. I hate them.
At least the one thing I can say about the schedule this year is it feels more balanced.
Yeah.
Because the AFC's kind of spread out a little bit more. Because last year, remember, it was like all at the beginning and all at the end. This year, it's more level, spread out.
Versus Pittsburgh at Miami, versus Jets at Buffalo, at Washington, versus Giants at Jets.
That's so
versus Browns.
So both games, they'll be. Oh no, the Giants are at home.
At Baltimore, the bye at Philly, and I just lost it. You get back to it. I was trying to read the whole thing. He kept interrupting me.
I'm stuck on this. There we go.
So I want to just list them all at the end here.
I retweeted it. Hold on. Why ours is sideways? I don't know.
Okay. Versus Pittsburgh at Miami, versus Jets at Buffalo, at Washington, versus Giants at Jets, versus Browns at Baltimore. The bye at Eagles, versus Cowboys at Texans, versus Chiefs at Bengals, versus Bills, versus Dolphins. That's the whole schedule listed out.
You know, that last bit there is a little bit tricky. So at the Eagles, then versus the Cowboys, then at the Texans, then versus KC, then
That's
at the
the
Bengals.
hardest stretch.
That's tough.
Those 4 games are the hardest stretch.
Yeah.
At the end. Unfortunately for the NFL, they also decided to schedule that in November and December when the Patriots play their best.
I think from like mid-October to like December, that stretches the trickiest.
Apparently the Packers are opening up against the Bears because it's the NFL's oldest rivalry, and it's the 100-year anniversary. They're gonna lose. First of all, I think the Packers. I'm sorry, I think they're gonna get annihilated by about 172 to 0.
Did you hear he played on like a broken something last year? The whole year, that sprain he had in his knee was really like a broken something.
Why don't they ever he's?
Did you hear that?
Jesus Christ, he's so stupid. He's gonna end his career.
There's a weird game. The Bears have to play Oakland in London.
Yep. I don't know. I don't think Green Bay's a very good team.
The game of the week. We're week 6, and then we're week 11. So week 6 is against the Giants.
Week 11 against the Eagles.
No, see here it says New England at Giants.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was.
So then is the Patriots graphic wrong?
It might be.
Yeah, it says us versus New York.
Yeah, it says.
So is the NFL right and the Patriots graphic wrong?
I don't know. That's why I'm telling you. I think they play at Arrowhead. At least I thought they did.
Maybe that's wrong.
And this is from
the Patriots.
The Patriots Twitter account. Sorry, guys, if it's wrong. I mean, they
just go to NFL.com and
I can only go by what the Patriots post.
I can look on other source.
Maybe find a different source.
Yeah,
that is bizarre.
That's really weird. I'll just look on ESPN real quick.
That either way, that's going to be a tough game. Can you believe they used to have the freaking field goal post in the end zone, like not at the back of it? It's just so dangerous. Green Bay at KC. Why do you have that as the game of the week? KC is going to annihilate Green Bay. I don't know. The NFL.
See, the ESPN has it versus Giants.
They're wrong on their graphic then on NFL Network.
It has to be.
It has to be. Yeah. NFL Network is wrong.
Well, whatever. That just means that we'll get yet another game that'll be in.
It says versus Giants. Yeah, it says it's at home against the Giants. This is bizarre.
You know, this means that like 90% of these games will all be broadcast,
versus
right?
Chiefs. Yeah.
Because the East, so like all these games will get broadcast this year.
Well, the Giants one will be broadcast because it's the Giants, but it doesn't. There'll still be a few that won't be. Like the Browns probably won't be.
Probably.
So we'll have to.
No, that's a Thursday night game. It will be.
Okay, whatever. Well, whatever. I mean, I'm trying to see if there's anyone there. They said Steelers will be broadcast. I guess maybe the Dolphins game.
Maybe. Although there's a ton of Dolphins fans up here for some reason.
Yeah, as bizarre as that is. So, I don't know if there's any news you wanted to talk about.
Other than Boston sucks in baseball right now?
Yeah, the Red Sox suck. I don't know what the hell their issue is. They better get on the ball, though.
And the Bruins are they're playing game 2 of the I don't even know how
I don't know what the cups are called in hockey.
Well, it's
I know it's the Stanley Cup.
That's the final.
That's the finals.
Right now they're in like the playoffs, I guess.
Well, yeah.
So the Bruins are in there. We don't follow hockey.
I don't follow it either, but Boston fans are so goddamn lucky. You got every freaking sport. Their teams are amazing.
Yeah, it'd be really funny if the Bruins won. I don't even know what happened to the Celtics. I think the Celtics blew something.
I watched the freaking Red Sox win last year, and then the Patriots freaking won.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bruins have championship rings. The Celtics have rings, and it's
been a long time now.
Ridiculous.
The Celtics were really good, like in the 70s, and they've sucked ever since.
Oh, it's just that every
successful.
Boston team has been successful for a time, and it's just ludicrous.
Yeah.
It's the same with New York teams.
I know.
They win so many titles, and then you got like places like poor Tennessee have like nothing.
I'm just like looking through to see what people are saying
about the thing.
Yeah.
So, I think Gordon's technically still on the team.
Technically.
We'll see if he plays. Oh yeah, Trent Brown got a massive contract to go to Oakland. So that makes Isaiah Wynn will be
starting left
tackle. There should be. I'll cover the draft picks after they happen. I'm not going to cover them as they go because that's silly. But
yeah, the draft is next weekend.
They do it over like I think 3 days.
Yeah, once it's over. Because they'll be doing all sorts of trading.
Yeah, because they do like
nonsense.
1 pick a day, like 2 picks a day. They do like
and then there's all the trades and stuff that happen too. Remember?
Yeah.
Or they'll trade picks.
The Patriots have like 12 picks. They tried desperately to trade them for like Antonio Brown or Odell Beckham, and then
Jared Cook.
Every freaking team was like, "No, we're not trading with the Patriots anymore." It's like, okay, fine.
They all blackballed them basically.
So I'm not sure they'll be able to trade up picks. I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to trade with them.
No, but they have 12 first-round picks, and from what I've heard,
picks. They have 12 picks in the draft total.
I thought they had a whole bunch in the first round.
They have a few, and they have like 6 or 7 in the first 3 rounds, first 4 rounds, I think.
Whatever. I know there's a tight end that's in the top.
Yeah, they're gonna
30 that
they're gonna pick. They're gonna pick a tight end first, and then it sounds like they're just gonna load up on wide receiver talent
and hope they get lucky.
And hope that they get lucky, because there's one thing Bill Belichick can't do. It's draft wide receivers.
They're terrible.
So I guess if he figures, if I pick like 5 of them,
I'll get one.
One of them's gotta be decent. I mean,
that's 20%. So.
And then I would expect them to pick a left tackle up just in case.
Because they still have that one guy who's a swing.
Yeah, they have Crossan. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Cole Crossan?
Maybe.
I think.
Greedy Williams, what a name.
They have that other guy. Who's Ted Karras? He's the
Oh yeah,
backup
yeah.
center.
They still have him.
I think they lost Waddle, which is
he's gone.
problematic.
They also
Fleming's
lost.
been gone.
What's his name there? Cordero Patterson's gone.
Yeah, I'm shocked they let him go because he's the best kick returner in football. So I don't know what they're going to do now.
They don't have somebody, right?
Yeah, no, they not really. I think they picked up a guy that can maybe do it.
I think you're right.
But you're never going to get. I mean, Patterson was in a time when the kickoff has become almost irrelevant. He was still electrifying at it, and that's just bizarre.
Yeah.
So I mean, Deion Lewis was pretty good at it too, but nobody was Cordero Patterson. So I'm surprised they let him go. But whatever. So basically, Edelman's the only receiver other than they re-signed Dorsett that's from the Super Bowl team.
Don't we play the Browns in a primetime game on Thursday Night Football?
Yeah, they're not counting that, I guess.
Whatever.
Maybe it's not a Thursday game.
Yeah, it is because they play a Monday game right before it.
Oh, okay.
It just said it was short rest, so I don't really understand.
Well, maybe they play Monday and then Sunday.
Oh,
that would be short rest.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
they play at New England, so who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, they don't. That's not a Thursday game. Their Thursday game is Pittsburgh.
Oh.
The Patriots must play Monday and then Sunday.
Oh, probably. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Took the guy with the helmet and the eyes.
How much you want to bet Antonio Brown's going to be terrible on the Browns?
I probably guarantee it.
Not only will he.
When do they play the Giants? Do they play him at all?
What, the Browns? They don't play the Giants.
No.
What I'm concerned about with Brown is the guy is a terrible person.
Do they play Oakland at all either? No.
So he could basically single-handedly destroy the Browns as an organization.
Although they do play the Jets, and the Jets now have Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, but Le'Veon Bell is a much nicer individual than Tony Brown.
Yeah.
And Le'Veon Bell has had issues.
Brown is just a douche. Sorry.
There's something wrong with him.
You see him picking on Schuster Smith on social media? You see all that nonsense?
Whatever.
He's a total, what?
He's just. I don't know. He's a jackass. I mean, it's just the way it is. Some guys are like that, and he's just the Steelers never should have bothered, never should have picked him up at all. I mean, he's been a total disaster for them as far as their organization. He's an excellent player, but who cares if he's just. I mean, I'm convinced he cost him that game against the Patriots in the playoffs because he made that stupid video and pissed him off. I don't know.
What do you think their schedule will be?
Whose schedule?
The Patriots. No, their record at the end of the year.
Oh, their record?
12-4.
Well, I usually say 13-3, but they've been. I don't know. I mean, their roster theoretically should be better, but there's a lot of unknowns. Because
those first 4 games, I could see them going 2-2 and dropping the Miami game and the Jets game.
They're not going to drop the Jets game, but they could. They could lose that Miami game. Probably 12-4, if I had to guess. But it depends on if Brady is good at the age of 42. That's uncharted territory. So
yeah, if he's still good,
nobody has.
If Edelman's still the same, and
I'm sure Edelman will be fine. I mean, I know he's up there, but the
defense is kind of getting semi-old.
Not really. The defense is okay. I mean, you still got really good players on the defensive side of the ball. You got Hightower. You got Patrick Chung. I think he's one of the most underrated safeties in the NFL.
Yeah, the defense is fine.
Devin McCourty. They brought Jason McCourty back. I think he had one of the best seasons on the team.
Man, they have Michael Bennett, too.
You got Stephon Gilmore, who I think is the best cornerback in football. And you lost Trey Flowers, but you replaced him with an equivalent player in Michael Bennett. So you got Lawrence Guy, who I think is massively underrated. I think
Claiborne's gone, but who cares?
I never liked him to begin with.
So.
I mean, you still got. I mean, they picked up They picked up that big defensive tackle from
somewhere.
The Jets, I think.
I don't know.
But they got good players, so
we'll see
on the defensive side of the ball, and
I'm going to say 12.
They'll be fine. it's the offense that's still concerning. But
Yeah, because I bet you that Chiefs game will determine who's the number 1 seed. Boom. That's why it's the end of the season.
it probably will. But it
That's
didn't.
my
It
guess.
didn't. It didn't matter last year. I mean, the Patriots. Well, they
Yeah.
won the game, but they still lost the battle for the first seed, and you won a Super Bowl anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, they went on the road and beat the Chiefs in, I think, one of the best games I've ever watched. So, I mean, anything's possible. And I think, really, though, you got to realistically win the top 2 seeds to make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, there's been exceptions to that, but at least the past, 10, 15 years, it's been the top 2 seeds that have been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's just hard when you got to win a fourth game. And especially when you have to go on the road the entire time, you don't get a home game at all. It's just so hard to do that.
Game on the schedule you can't wait to see.
Okay. What are they talking about?
My game that I'm really gunning to see
again.
this year, I'll say Cleveland.
The only Thursday game is the Giants game. I don't know. I don't want to see that Dallas game. They haven't played Dallas in so long. I'd be curious to see how they play against them. And Baltimore. I'd like to see how they match up against Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I think that'll be tough.
I mean,
I really do.
They've had problems with
mobile quarterbacks.
in the past, although they did pretty good last year.
I mean, Baltimore did get. I mean, they really got hosed at the end of that game in the playoffs. Remember?
Well, Baltimore.
Yeah, remember?
That wasn't the Saints.
No, Baltimore too. Remember, he made like a goofy play at the end, and they lost.
What? No, he fumbled.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant.
Yeah, he cost them the game, but the line collapsed. Not his fault.
Yeah, so the Chiefs have a Thursday night game against Denver, which
honestly, I think Baltimore's issue in that playoff game, they didn't open up the playbook for Lamar Jackson to throw the damn ball until it was too late.
They should have put Flacco in the game.
No, I wouldn't have put Flacco in.
Well, that's my opinion.
You screw up the whole chemistry of the team, but you got to at least let the guy throw the ball.
Casey has to play Green Bay. Come on.
You're not going to win running the ball when the Chargers put in 7 defensive backs. Take advantage of that. You're going to have plenty of time to throw the ball.
Their season's easy.
That means they're dropping 7 and 8 guys in coverage all the time. I mean, I don't know. I think this is bad game planning.
I mean, their first 2 weeks are one's at Jacksonville and then one's at Oakland. So who knows?
I mean, I just don't know why the Chargers felt like that was a good option against the Patriots the next week when they got a power run team. I mean, what are you doing? Whatever. Hopefully they can trade up to get the tight end they want in the draft. Get a damn receiver, and that would be pretty good.
That's all they really need.
Yeah, I mean, you got a good running back. They'll have a good line.
Yeah.
They have, I think, the best fullback in football. Still got a solid quarterback as long as Brady doesn't suddenly regress. I don't think he will, but I mean, as long as you protect the guy, I think he'll still be pretty good. You've got to fix the tight end position, receiver position. You got Edelman. Hopefully Gordon comes back. He'll be fine, and he's over his issues. If not, it's okay.
Move on.
I mean, it is what it is. He has an issue he can't control.
Yep.
But hopefully they helped him.
Let's hope.
He's for all reports, he's the nicest freaking guy in real life. He's just has an issue.
He's just got an addiction.
I mean, everybody likes him, so. And defensively, they're fine. They should have a good pass rush and a good.
I don't think they need anything on defense, really.
Good corners, good linebacking core. Really everything. I mean, the only thing, of course, that can happen is you can have bizarre injuries, as always. I don't know. The Chargers, they got to play Kansas City.
Yeah, they're in the same division. Of course they do.
Oh, yeah, they play them twice. Duh.
Here's the Cowboys schedule.
Oh, the Cowboys, they got to play the Giants. Yes, I know they're in the same division. They play New Orleans, so at New Orleans, that'll be tough.
Yeah.
At Detroit, that'll be easy. But they play the Rams. It's at home, though. But the Rams are theoretically good. Not that anybody watches their games.
They got to play Green Bay.
I know. The NFL still seems to be under, or at least analysts seem to be under this weird impression that Green Bay's going to be good. Like it's all fluky. They haven't been good in 3 years, in 2 years. Like they had 2 bad years in a row. Like at a certain point, you need to accept the fact that they're just not a good team anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Stop.
And it's not that, yeah, I know Rodgers got hurt the year before, but he wasn't hurt this year. Well, I guess he was playing hurt, but he still played, and they still weren't any good.
Yeah.
In fact, they were worse.
Yeah. I know.
With Rodgers, they should have. If he was that hurt, why was he playing? I don't know. It's debatable to me whether or not Rodgers' career is over.
If I were him, I would retire.
I would have retired, but
whatevs.
I don't know. He's also. I mean, instead he gets his coach fired from all reports, saying at least it seems like he had a role in that. He's always had a big ego thing with McCarthy. Doing a mock draft in the bottom.
Well, it is next week.
I know. Quarterback Daniel Jones. Yeah, I could see that. The Giants need a quarterback desperately.
I don't think that's the one that they're interested in.
Not Hawkinson?
No, there's another one, I think.
Well, they need a receiving tight end that
Hey,
can
Green
block.
Bay, maybe you should draft a quarterback.
No, they're going to go all in on. Actually,
they've done nothing in the offseason.
They've done nothing, actually. They haven't done much. Giants got 2 picks, apparently.
Well, they did suck last year, so.
Well, they trade. You only get one unless you trade for other ones. I think the Patriots have.
They're going to get like the last one or something.
Yeah, they get 32. You win the Super Bowl. 31 will be the Rams. I don't know.
Yep, here's our schedule again.
Yep. Just kind of rambling now. There's not too much else to say.
Schedule's released. Well, Rock Yassin.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, he must.
Cornerbacks. Let's see who they mock the Patriots as picking.
A defensive tackle.
They're not picking a defensive tackle.
I don't think so. I hate to break it to you,
that would be
but
really bizarre.
We already have a good one. Sorry. I don't agree with your draft analysis, sir.
It's almost certainly going to be a tight end.
That's what I think.
In fact, they're probably going to. Well, they're probably doing mock drafts based on they didn't trade up. Whatever. I
mean, I don't know what the Steelers are going to do.
I don't know. They need another decent receiver because with only Schuster.
And they've got that other guy, Jesse something.
Jesse James?
Yeah, is he
He's
still on the
tight
team?
end.
Yeah.
I think so, but he's also not.
Here's another mock draft from a different guy.
Yeah, from a different guy. Let's get TJ Hawkinson goes to the. You sure
Broncos.
That's not the guy they want?
I don't think so. Maybe it is.
Noah Fant? Is that who they're looking at?
I don't know. I know it's a tight end. I don't know.
Obviously, they need a tight end. They need to replace Gronkowski.
I thought he was from Alabama or something. Maybe he's not.
I don't know. I don't follow the draft all that closely.
Like, I'll watch it. Well, I don't know if I'll be home.
Mainly because I don't know. I don't watch college football, so I don't have time to watch college football.
Yeah, we don't follow college at all.
I barely have time to follow the NFL, much less all the other sports.
Why does the TV keep coming in and out? See that?
I think it's just the graphic on the bottom.
Oh, it could be.
It's not the TV.
Yeah, the graphic.
I'm just
coming in
curious
and out.
to see who this guy mock picks it. AJ Brown, I could see that. Green Bay needs a receiver.
Why do they keep going defensive tackles? We don't need that.
They don't really need a defensive tackle. I guess they really think maybe they will, but I don't know. I don't think they really need a defensive tackle.
Yeah. Oh well.
I think Malcolm Brown left, but that's why they picked up that other guy.
Yeah.
They should be fine.
I mean, it's unfortunate that they couldn't keep Trey Flowers, but
no, he's defensive end, but whatever. All right. Unless you got anything else to say?
No, I think that's it for now. So after the draft weekend, at some point, because we're not even home that Saturday, we'll be traveling for the day.
I know.
Because we'll be in Boston for the day.
I'll do a video. I'll research who they picked and go over what they needed and whether it was a good pick or not, in my opinion.
It's better to just wait till the whole thing's over because so much happens like in between. Like, see this guy's pick. He
actually did
trade with.
Trade. Okay.
Yeah. So even if we said something the day one that could totally like
Well, you trade the picks beforehand. I mean, you can pick somebody and trade them immediately, but normally
Why?
you don't do
Yeah.
that. I mean, that did happen like with Eli Manning. Actually, he was picked by the Chargers, and then he literally said, "I'm not playing for San Diego." I'm like, okay. So then he traded to New York Giants for Phillip Rivers because the Giants picked Rivers, and
That's probably smart.
unfortunately for the Chargers, the Giants got the better end of that steal.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, Rivers isn't a bad quarterback.
Oh, he's a good quarterback, but he hasn't had the success Eli Manning has had.
Yeah.
That's the Patriots, huh? Bastards. I hate the Giants.
Maybe this year we can go to a game. We probably should try to. It might be the last year.
Yeah, maybe. Quarterback Drew Lock. They're not picking a quarterback. They will pick a quarterback in like the 7th round. Okay. They've given up. Brady is immortal. Okay, that's what they're assuming at this point. There's really nothing else you can do. I mean, you've got to just assume.
Oh, apparently there's a limit of 5 primetime games. But so say there's 5 primetime games on the schedule. What happens if they flex one and then you have 6? And you get thrust through.
I don't think they can.
They can't do that.
No, I think they can only have 5. I think that's part of the CBA.
Oh, that's fair then.
Because it would be unfair to other teams.
Yeah, see, we have 3 Sunday night football games, so
it's like you can't practice anymore as much as you could before. I think you have to have
Monday
and Tuesday off, at least in the CBA. Because I think you used to be able to hold practices on Tuesday.
Oh God,
the Patriots did.
These guys. Oh, so here's a guy.
God, Al Michaels.
Al Michaels is fine. It's freaking.
I think Tony Romo's the best commentator, and
I think he's awesome. He's so good. Oh my God.
Yeah, our cat's been going up on this weird ass
shelf above
the fridge, and it's really strange. I don't know why she keeps doing it, but
well,
whatever.
I think that's it.
Go
for today. Thanks for hanging.
Gronk, there he is. Too bad we're never gonna see him again, unless you watch highlights of him.
It's fun while it lasted. He did help save us in the Super Bowl. So
yeah, he caught basically the game-winning catch. So I mean, I know he didn't score on it, but he set it up to score.
This cat.
He's so amazing. Like, what a career he had.
He'll get a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, 5 years from now he'll be on the Hall of Fame. Just what an amazing.
Like this catch too. Like just.
The thing is though, is Gronk was the Steeler killer, and there's no Steeler killer now.
Well, they're not as
Juju, take him away. Probably try to focus on
who's the running back?
James Conner.
Oh, that's the guy. That's what I was
trying to hold
of.
him under 100 yards.
Yeah, that's the
take those 2 guys away, and see if somebody else can beat them. Yeah, I know they're weird. All right. That's enough fun. Been talking for 40 minutes about not a whole hell of a lot.
Well, that's what commentators do all day. So talk about whole hell of a lot of nothing.
Well, whatevs. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Peace.